Yo guys, in the past 2 months, I've been getting so many questions and requests from both YouTube and Instagram. So this time it's gonna be a mashup of some of the requests that I got. And I'm gonna walk you through how to create the fluid in Realflow, moving on to creating the material and to set up the scene, which would include the lightings, the camera, the sky. Alright, so let's jump right in. I know some of you guys might be curious about where I got the model from. I created this elfin in Dead Studio and imported her into Sim4D and sculpted her face. Let's start with Realflow. We have our scene here and we need an emitter to make it work. We can start with a common one, circle. We'll hide the elfin for now and go to the default frame. Now we have our circle emitter here, and we can take a look at this simulation. Or you can change the volume, speed, vertical randomness, horizontal randomness here. Let's say 200 centimeters, the speed and the randomness. Let's take a look at it. That's gonna be pretty random. Or you can change the emitter type to spline. If you change it to spline, you will need a spline object to make it work. Here we can get a helix for the spline object. Now let's change the orientation of the helix and start radius. Let's change it to 50 and the end radius to 30. Let's drag it up a bit. Now let's make it the spline object. Here we have our spline control circles. 3 ones. You can control the radius and rotation speed. Now let's take a look at it. You can see the emitters are radiating towards the directions of the control circles. Let's rotate it so that you can see it clearly. You can see here it's pointing that way and the emitters are going that way. And this is the whole range from the second control circle to the third control circle. We can change the parameters of the control circle to get a different result. Let's say we change the rotation to 90%. Let's take a look. Now it's pointing upwards and the emitters are going upwards. That looks pretty nice. Actually, it looks better from the bottom. Let's get the mesh and see how it looks. I quite like it from the bottom. I mean, that looks interesting. I have to remind you that I'm not here to teach you how to create normal fluid like water or anything like that. I'm here to show you how you can be creative with your tools. Let's say we go for this angle and we can unhide the elfin. Let's take a look. All right, I'm gonna rotate it to this direction, 80%. I look for a perfect angle because that's what I usually like to do. I would look from all angles to get a perfect result. Actually get the result that I would like. Now we can work on our materials. We'll go to new Node Material and apply it to the elfin. Let's rename it to elfin. Elfin? Oops, I'm sorry. Elfin. All right. Now we need a sky and a material for the sky. We can go for the luminance and uncheck color and reflectance. Add the HDRI map to the texture. Now we have our sky. And go to the render. Where is the render tag? Okay, we'll go for compositing. Uncheck scene by camera so that it doesn't get rendered. We can work on our elfin now. Now I'm gonna plug a noise node to the color and hit C here and type out the noise to get it here. Actually, I'll get a layer so that I can layer it up to get a different result. Oops. All right, we'll need another one. Now we have our layer here, and noise 1 is the second layer. For the first layer, I'll pick gradient here. I'm not happy with that result yet, so I'm gonna go for red. I'll invert color. See, now you can see the change here. I'm still not satisfied with that. So let's invert it back. For the layer, I'm gonna change the gradient to heat. Actually, no. I'm gonna change the noise to the first layer and change this to heat. Now I'm gonna change the noise type to over. The parameter here, octave, change it to 1. About 1, and this one, let's say global scale to 80%. We're not there yet. Now I'm gonna crank up the contrast to 100%. You can see the changes from here already. Actually, let me show you from this angle. Now I'm gonna plug the noise to the displacement as a displacement map and change the height to 1. Actually, that's too much. Let's change it to 0.2. I'm actually liking the distortion on her face quite a lot, but let me uncheck the depth of field for now so that you can see it clearly. I'll keep working on it till I get something that I'm satisfied with. hope this video is useful for you. Please tell me what you think in the comment below. I will reply to every comment. I really appreciate your opinions. If you have any further questions, you know where to find me. So till next time, ciao.